If you saw this modest little house in the middle of nowhere, you would never guess it was a log cabin. But behind the thick modern stucco is a building practically begging for help. Right here, it looks like I've got 4 timbers, one right on top of another that I need to replace. Looks like I've got these 2 bottom ones to replace. They're in pretty bad shape. Here on the front of the building, it looks like I only have 1 to replace. Right here all the way at the bottom. The wall with the old fireplace also needs a good bit of work. I have to replace this one at a minimum. Down in this corner, we've got these 2 bottom ones to replace. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. The only timber we have to replace on this wall is below the floor. That'll be tricky, but better than what we have to deal with on the other 3 walls. From the inside, I can kind of gauge what needs to happen here. But I can't do a damn thing until the stucco is taken down. My job on this project is just to provide the timbers and help with the installation. Someone else gets to do the dirty work this time. On previous projects, I've used an engine lift to replace old rotten timbers when heavy equipment wasn't an option. I'll bring a lift with me just in case we need it down here too. I just got word that the stucco is out of the way and they're ready to put the new timbers in, so I better head south in the morning. I want to check out the old rotten timbers to see what I need to do to make the new timbers match as closely as possible. Obviously, I have a good bit of hewing left to do. Yeah, that's it for that. That broken handle kind of ruined my day. I'll have to do the best I can without it. And now it's time to notch the timbers. These are simple square notches, just like the originals. This type of notch is very easy to produce, but it has some pretty serious disadvantages. Well, it looks like they're just about ready for me, so I better get this timber over there. And let me introduce you to the real heroes of this project, Jose and William. You know, I've never met a Hispanic fella named William before, so that's kind of new to me. To differentiate him from myself, I shall call him Mexican Bill. He's probably not even Mexican, and if I called him that to his face, he'd probably punch me at my face. So beyond YouTube, he is just plain William. Damn good guy though. Jose is the lead man on this operation as far as I'm concerned. He's originally from El Salvador and he's been in the country for about 30-some years. He built the scaffolding we really needed and had everything ready to go by the time I got here. I'd love to work with these fellas in the future if the opportunity ever came up. You know, I really don't use this machine too often. Whenever I do use it, I'm invariably hit with accusations of abusing the equipment. So today, I'm going to take my time, check the oil, and see if I can shoot some grease into the pins and bushings. There's usually a grease gun right here on this side toolbox. Well, not today. Maybe there's a grease gun in the poison ivy shed. Plenty of grease, but no gun. I'm going to go steal one from Uncle Lawrence. I don't think he'll mind. I hate this. God damn it. That's why I prefer the flexible rubber hoses. You know, this is brilliant. She leaks so much hydraulic fluid, you almost don't need to grease it. All right, I'll get all the ones up there and the ones I can't get to once I get it out there on the hill and commence taking this tree down. At least the oil looks good. I'm mostly worried about the fuel.
Das ist der schlimmste Verrat von allen! Das hier Spaten sind ein Befehl zu widersetzen! Jeder hat mich belogen, sogar die SS!
I don't want to run the backhoe out of fuel, so I'm just going to go out in the woods, find the tree, and see if Dad will actually take the tree down for me. That way, if it runs out of fuel, he can kick his own ass instead of mine. This white oak log is going to make some beautiful timbers for this log cabin. It's small enough to work down into usable timbers without running it through the mill. Whenever I take down a tree, if I have the opportunity, I'd much prefer using the backhoe to take them down. By doing this, I take out the stump and everything at the same time. Uncle Lawrence wanted me to take this tree without paying him anything for it, but I couldn't do that. I don't believe in taking something without giving something back. So Uncle Lawrence is going to get full market value for this timber. It's only a few $100s, but it is something. There really isn't a lot of limbwood coming off of this tree. From future generations in my family, I did take a potentially useful timber from them. So, I'll give them another one. Around the seedling, I'm going to scatter a lot of the leaves and the twigs that came off of this tree. As these leaves and twigs break down, they'll provide nutrients for the new white oak. These leaves and twigs will also act to a degree as erosion control. You know, in a way, this timber is kind of lucky. It's going to spend the next 200 years providing shelter to families.